We've been studying about Jacob and his time with his uncle Laban. He got married, he had a whole passel of kids. After he had been there a total of 20 years, he realized that his uncle Laban wasn't as nice to him as he used to be. What happened was, we talked last week, that all of the strong sheep and goats were the ones having babies. They were the ones that were being born spotted and off-colored, and so those were Jacob's pay, while the solid ones that were being born were weaker, and they stayed with Laban. Well, Laban's sons got upset at this. They realized Jacob was getting richer than their dad, and if Jacob's richer than their dad, Jacob would be richer than them. And they started getting upset, and that made Laban upset. They began to say Jacob was stealing their sheep. So the day came when Jacob said, you know, things just aren't good here. So he called Leah and Rachel out into the field with him, and he said, look, your dad just isn't liking me so much anymore, and I really want to go home to my family. I want to go see if my dad's still alive. I just want to go home. And they said, you know what? Our dad, he's not giving us anything. He sold us. He treats us almost like slave girls, so we'd gladly go home with you. We don't want to stay here. So they packed up and they left at a time when Laban was off shearing his sheep away where he couldn't see what they were doing. After they got a ways away, Laban realized they were gone. So he gathered up all his relatives and he chased after Jacob. Now, what do you think he had in mind? Probably nothing good. Jacob later accused him of having in mind of killing Jacob and taking all his stuff back home. That's what Laban was planning on doing. The night before he caught up with Jacob, though, he had a dream. And in his dream, God came to him and said, don't you dare touch Jacob or anything that belongs to him. Because I'll hold you, I'll punish you if you hurt Jacob. So Laban caught up with Jacob, and he said, why are you stealing away like you're a thief? If you had told me you wanted to go home, I'd have thrown you a big party. And I could have kissed my daughters goodbye and kissed my grandkids goodbye and all of that. And you know, really everything you have is mine. But, you know, I'd have thrown you a going away party. But your God, he told me I can't do anything to hurt you. So why did you leave like this? And Jacob said, yeah, right. He said, no, you have changed my wages 10 times in the last 20 years. That's once every other year on average. And you would have sent me away empty-handed at best, if not outright kill me. So, no. But I believe in the same God. So, let's not fight. They had a meal on a heap of rocks to signify that they had an agreement. Laban made Jacob promise he wouldn't marry anybody else. He's already got 4 wives. But that he wouldn't marry anyone else. Jacob got the promise from Laban. Really, God got the promise from Laban. That Laban wouldn't come any farther than that pile of rocks towards Jacob. And so they had their last meal together. Laban went home with his family. Jacob continued on with his family. Now he's got to face Esau. Remember, Esau wanted to kill him when we left him. We're going to leave him worrying about that all week. Let's sing our song. Heaven is a wonderful place.